Good morning, students. So today we are going to start the new topic of market equilibrium. Yesterday we have gone through with the topic that was increase in demand is greater than increase in supply or something like, So today we are going to discuss increase in demand is equals to increase in supply in market equilibrium. So let's start. First, measure the date. Chapter Market Equilibrium under perfect competition. So basically we are learning the situation of market equilibrium in this chapter, how a market equilibrium is struck when there is change in demand and supply. Number of conditions and situation we have already gone through. So today is simultaneous change. The situation is simultaneous change in demand and supply. So in this situation, the first case we have yesterday we have discussed, that was increase in demand is greater than increase in supply, and today's increase in demand is equals to increase in supply. So the second situation is increase in demand equals to increase in supply. Okay, so let's start. Firstly, what we have to do is to draw the market equilibrium with the help of demand and supply. So this is the axis, this is 0, x and y. For showing the market equilibrium in curve, we have to intersect the curve of supply and curve of demand. It's like this is S1 supply, this is D1 demand, and this is the intersection point where the market equilibrium is struck. So it is E1. This is the price where the market equilibrium is struck. That is why it is equilibrium price P1. E1. And now this is the quantity is Q1. Now the condition is increase in demand is equals to increase in supply. Increase in demand is equals to increase in supply. It means that both of the terms, demand and supply, they both are increasing in equal manner. It means for increasing the demand, where the demand curve goes, it goes upward like that. Let me draw it in a dot line. This is demand, increasing demand. Okay, it means it is D2. Let's draw increase in supply in same. It is increase in demand. Now increase in supply equals to increase in demand. That is why when the supply increases, the curve goes downward. It means in the same manner. This is supply. Always try to draw the second line in dot dot so that it gets differentiated with the previous one, right? So where the next intersection point, it is very easily we can get the next intersection point is this. It is S2, this is S2, and the next equilibrium point is this. It means it is E2 and this is Q2. At where the price is same. Price is same. There is no change in price. When the demand and supply increase together in the same manner, in the same quantity, the price doesn't affect with the increase in demand and supply if they are increasing in same manner. If the demand or supply is increasing differently, if demand is increasing greater than supply, or if the supply is increasing greater than demand, then the price will also vary with the increasing demand and supply. But if the both of the terms are increasing in the same manner, in an equal manner, then the price will not affect. That is, the next equilibrium point is this, and then market equilibrium is this. Okay. Now the next situation. Next situation is increase in demand is less than increase in supply. Increase in demand is less than increase in supply. For this, again we have to draw first. It is the next situation, situation 3. Again we have to draw the market equilibrium is like that. Why? This is supply S1. This is demand D1. This is the intersection point or market equilibrium. It's E1. It's the Q1. And this is the equilibrium price is P1. Okay. Now the situation is increase in demand is less than increase in supply. So first we have to increase the demand. When the demand increases, the curve goes upward. This. Let me decrease the gap because the board will not support for extra margin, right? So increase in demand is like that. Again I'm saying you that try to draw the next D2 or S2 in dot dot manner, so that you can differentiate easily, or you can get the equilibrium point easily. So I'm making this in dot dot form, right? Now increase in supply but greater than demand. It means if the demand is increasing like that, supply will increasing more than demand. So when the supply increases, the curve goes downward and more like that is S2 in dot dot. So the next intersection point is easily visible because of the dot dot line. Otherwise we have to wonder where is that. Okay. So next intersection point is this. It is E2 and this is Q2 and this is the price P2. It means when the supply increases greater than increase in demand, the price get decreases and quantity get increases, and the next equilibrium point is this. Okay. Now other situation is decrease in demand is greater than decrease in supply. Decrease in demand is greater than decrease in supply. The same thing again we have to do is to draw the market equilibrium is like that 0xy, it is S1, it is G1, the intersection point is E1, and the price is P1, and the quantity is Q1. Now decrease in demand. When the demand decreases, the curve goes downward, and the decreasing demand is greater than decrease in supply. So demand is decreasing is like that. D2 in dot form. Okay. Now decrease in supply but less than decrease in demand. When the supply decreases, the curve goes upward. It means this, like this. Look at the gap. This is the gap, and now this is the gap. Gap should be less in supply because supply is decreasing less than decrease in demand. So S2 is this. So next intersection point is this. It means it is E2 and it is P2 and this is Q2. It means when the demand decreases is greater than demand decrease in supply, it means prices also decreases and quantity also decreases, and the market equilibrium point is this. Okay. Next situation is decrease in demand is equals to decrease in supply. Decrease in demand is equals to decrease in supply. Nothing is new here. The same thing again. Firstly, we have to draw the market equilibrium is like Y. This is S1. This is G1. It is intersection point as E1. This is the price P1 and this is the quantity is Q1. Right? Again, decrease in demand. When the demand decreases, the curve goes downward. It's like that. It's D2. It's D2. In dot. And decrease in supply, when the supply decreases, the curve goes upward. But if the demand is decreasing like that, supply will decrease less than decrease in demand. So supply will decrease like that. It is S2. Where the next intersection point? The next intersection point is this. It's P2. P2, and this is Q2, and this is P2. Simple. Now the last situation, decrease in demand is less than decrease in supply. Decrease in demand is less than decrease in supply. Market equilibrium, this is supply, this is demand, S1, S1, D1, D1, intersection point is E1, quantity is Q1, price is P1. Now decrease in demand. Decrease in demand, when demand decreases, curve goes downward. Is like that. D2, D2. When the supply decreases, the curve goes upward. But if the demand is decreasing like that, supply will increase more than decrease in demand. Is like that. This is S2, S2, S2 in dot dot. Where the next intersection point is? The next intersection point is this. It is E2, and this is P2, and this is Q2. It means when the decrease in demand is less than decrease in supply, the price increases and the quantity decreases, and we get the market equilibrium at this point. So I hope you all understand this concept. And tomorrow, this is all for today. Tomorrow we'll discuss the price flooring and price ceiling. This is the most important topic, and very means it would be important in respect to board examination as well as for the higher studies. So it is also based in all these demand curves and supply intersection points of the market equilibrium. So practice it all, and go through the theory of this chapter. If you are facing any confusion, you can call or message me on WhatsApp or in WhatsApp group also. Till then, take care.